hypnotize me. She my queen. Yeah, oh, yeah.
All right, here is another mommy and daughter tea time. So we have just been, I guess, in quarantine, just kind of chilling, relaxing, doing our everyday thing, whether it's her doing homework, me,
Or
working
going to
on,
work.
yeah, going to work, me, because she's an essential business, me, completing my schoolwork as well, also working on, my individual projects and things like that. So, how have you been feeling?
Mm, a little down. Like I don't know. I'm just ready for like outside to be open again. Like places to be open, stuff to be going on. Like I didn't really get out much to begin with, but like now that I don't have the option to even go
Now that it's being
somewhere,
taken away.
yeah, it's just kind of like, well, no, come back, because now I want to go everywhere and I'm gonna do everything, but I'm struggling right now. I just wanna get out.
So, what kind of advice, would you give a 17-year-old that is in the house, not doing anything other than schoolwork, maybe going to the park, staying away from friends? There's a lot of social distancing. So, what would you tell someone that is 17 how to cope with what's going on today?
Mm, I honestly don't even know. Like, you're just gonna have to find things to do to occupy your time. Like, you're gonna have to find
But
something
what have you
that,
been doing?
well, nothing really, but like getting hair in the mail, like, does something
Bye.
for me personally. So I'm okay with, like, I just got this, so I'm okay. I don't know. I just been going to work, as long as, like, going to work though has really helped me though, because sometimes, like, once my off days, are like coming around, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go back to work. I need to get out the house.
Yeah.
Like, after I've been sitting in the house for a long time, so like work definitely kind of helps. Even though it's crazy up there, it's still, it helps.
So that's from a 17-year-old. I think from a mommy's perspective, something that I have done a lot more grounding, connecting with, one with the earth, right? Me outside, journaling. I have done a lot of meditating. I have become more familiar with television, Netflix series, Hulu, reality TV. Did I say that? Um, but also taking a look within, this time that the world has pretty much stopped and slowed down has allowed me to look inside internally, to just see a number of areas of opportunity for myself, but not necessarily beat myself up, but also to love on myself, give myself some self-care, whether it is facial regimens, playing in makeup, talking to friends, counseling. I have picked up so many clients during this time. So I absolutely appreciate the time to breathe and take it easy, sit down, do nothing, and it's absolutely acceptable, right? But I just wanted to talk. What do you think, or just how do you feel about not having a prom? Like, you guys are not having a prom. School is closed indefinitely for the rest of the year for you all. So, just how are you thinking about that? And I mean, what are you thinking about that, and how are you feeling?
It really sucks. Like, that was a once in a lifetime thing that, like, just,
Yeah.
it's never gonna happen. Like, and a lot of people, like, it's all over. Everybody goes to prom, or everybody gets the opportunity to have prom and finish out senior year and walk the stage and put on their cap and gown and all that, and I'm not gonna get there.
Yeah.
And like I don't even know if like stuff will be open by that time to even just go out and celebrate the day that I would have walked the stage, or the day that I actually would have been done with school and I wouldn't have like officially been out of high school. Like
Yeah.
all of that is just kind of gone. So it sucks.
It's definitely, like you said, something to think about. I am glad that we at least, did senior pictures.
Right.
We did order cap and gown so that we could at least capture some of that. But 2020 will definitely be a year that the world, will remember. And it's not just graduation and prom, but like jobs, the world stopped, jobs, going outside, enjoying life. We have
And that's
really,
what I've been thinking about. Like I've been trying not to like just dwell on it like as it like I know it's not personal, but it's just kind of like dang, this is my senior year.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm just trying to like just be like open to the fact of like this not just me though. Like everybody in the whole world is at a stop and at a standstill in
yeah,
some way, somehow or some way. People all over are just being inconvenienced about what's happening right now.
that's true.
Like,
And it's so easy, to get wrapped up in the hoopla. It's so easy to get wrapped up in, this is a bad time. This is, um, it's so unfortunate, but I've tried to take a positive approach, even though we are not, the service industry is not able to make money, deal with people, interact with people. I've tried to think of it this way, that this was a time where the world needed to reset itself. We needed to rekindle, get back to the basics. And if nothing else, appreciate the luxuries that we do have. We're able to get in a car and drive and go to restaurants, and hang out and have fun. But at this time, we're not able to do any of that. So, we are forced to love on each other, talk to each other, create some moments and memories, playing games, and things like that. So it's definitely something to just think about. But I wanted to know, like, what do you think? What was something that you would do right now as a 17-year-old? What would you get tattooed? Like, what would be a cool tattoo?
a cool tattoo in my eyes. I don't know. Well, I do know actually. I don't know about other people though, but like for me, um, I don't see myself getting anything like one whole big piece or anything like that.
So,
I
not
see
like my back piece. That's what you're saying.
yeah, I don't see myself doing anything like that.
Okay.
I see myself doing like individual, tats.
Like
So
baby pieces, small little kitty piece.
don't, no,
Oh, okay.
no, no, no. So I was thinking maybe like a little, sleeve on my leg, maybe like a little dragon action on my leg. I definitely want like a serpent right here. I would like a heart up here. Um, some stuff on my shoulders. Just a little baby, little baby tat. Nothing too major, nothing too crazy. I definitely
Um,
don't want no flowers though. That is like so cliche
Cliche,
now
yeah.
to get like roses. So I don't want that. But
I just know now that, like, at this day and age, for me, a lot of things that I, did, from tramp stamps to, names, all type of foolishness. I
not the
definitely, yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah. I definitely feel like um, taking an approach where things just have significance, right? Where, what does this mean to me? What would this look like, at 40, 50, down the line? What will I tell my kids and grandkids about this piece? So, the back piece, absolutely has meaning, and it, represented a transition, in my life, embracing another period in my life. So, today for me, things just have to have meaning. Like, I have to resonate with it. I have to be able to connect with it on a deeper level. And it's not just going out, free balling it, like living on the edge type, and not thinking things through, and what this will mean for me, like later on. Um, so what is like your, I don't know, you asked me a question.
Ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Um, if you now could give advice to your 20-year-old self, what would you tell him?
Ooh, that's really good. Um, at 20 years old, I didn't have you, right?
No.
Um, I was in my senior year of college, so I probably would have taken more of the interns. I would have taken more of the opportunities, not being so afraid to leave the nest, leave the house. Um, you know, just taking full advantage of those opportunities that I was afforded. Like I had an opportunity to study abroad, Spanish study abroad. I had an opportunity through Upward Bound to be an exchange student. And I was just so fearful. Like I was just fearful of the unknown. I was afraid of going somewhere, doing something different, being something different. It was like I don't have a roadmap, for what this looks like. I don't have a to-do list. I don't have someone to give me a step-by-step, instruction list for these opportunities. So I think if, I could talk to that girl, or if I could turn back the hands of time, I would absolutely take advantage of some of those opportunities that I was afforded. Where do you see yourself like in your career?
Like when it's just like finally said and done, and I feel comfortable where I'm at, I would say I would have my PhD in psychology with my own practice opened up.
Okay.
So that's where I feel like at least I won't say I'll stop making my strides there, but like that's one big goal that I definitely want to get to is having my own practice.
Okay. So because that is my career field too, I mean maybe we can do some ventures together. Who knows? Open up a clinic, have a mother-daughter situation, going on. You just never
Right.
know. What do you feel like is what do you feel like the best or the most sound advice that I have given you at 17?
Ooh, that is a good one. You have given me a lot of advice. You have given me a lot of advice.
But like what are some of those nuggets and some of those things that you're just like, you know what, had I not been told this, or if I didn't know this, like, oh man, I don't know. Like I don't know where I would be. I don't know what I would be thinking. I don't know what I would have done. Um, but just, like, I don't know, like a staple, if you will, like something that you can just kind of bank
Well,
on, live on.
I don't know. Like, I won't say it's just something you've always taught me. You've always taught me to just, trust myself, trust what, you know, oh no. The biggest thing I can say that she has probably like something that I always think about is that when it comes to who I am, what I like to do, the places I like to go, like the stuff I choose to wear, anything like that. Like she all for like, so what? What they gotta say? So what? And that has been something that has taken a whole lot to kind of drill into my head, and it's still something that I'm working on Just being okay with just doing the stuff that I choose to do.
So why is that a thing? Like why if I've been telling you that like for a long time, what are the things that happen that come up, that causes an issue with what you're being taught? Like
Because stuff kind of looks different. Like, the world looks different than the way I see it, or the things that I believe to be true. There aren't a lot of people who believe the same things. And, I'm not, I don't think that, I have some obscure view, or
come on,
like,
obscured.
I don't want to seem like I have some view of the world that nobody else does, or anything like that, or I'm more
So different.
awake than everybody else, or I'm just so different that I can't even fit in with anybody, because that's not at all what I think of myself. But it is just so hard to find people that value the same things that I value, you know like the same things that I like, are interested in the same things that I'm interested in. But yet there are so many people that I see that are, clicked in with the 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 things that I don't agree with, or that I don't know to be true,
Or
and
that you don't want to do.
things that I don't want to do. Like, it's so many people that are just clicked in with all the things that I'm not. And it's not a lot of people who are like me, in a sense. Like, it's just not.
And that can be hard, with finding like-minded people, right? That can be hard in where do I go, for my support? Who do I talk to? Who can I lean on? Who do I use for a resource, a pick-me-upper? Especially during the times that, you may not want to talk to me about it, or, you may want
A difference in
a
opinion,
difference in
or
opinion, or just to know that you have that support. Like it's one thing to know that I'm there and all of that, but just having a difference of opinion, a different perspective, I feel like makes all the difference too. um, but I think it's good, that you are aware in your identity and who you are, and being different is okay. And you also acknowledge that some of these things, like bring up challenges, and you're aware of some of those challenges. So I think that's dope within itself. I saw a post on Facebook where a lady by the name of Queen actually proposed on Facebook, like, who is really willing to let go of like toxic family members and, people who don't mean you no good. So even if it's not just family members, it could be friends, it could be an ex, it could be old thought processes, that no longer serve you. So my question to you is, what would that look like for you? Like if you had to give up some things, some people, some thought processes, what would that look like for you at 17?
um, hmm, well, definitely getting rid of people. Um, Getting rid of people is something that, I don't know. That's kind of, I can honestly say that's something that's just hard for me. I don't know why, but like, I'm such a caring and like loving person. I always expect something more than what's really there, or like what I'm being shown. So, um,
Do you think those are expectations that you have of the person or the situation?
probably because, not to toot my own horn or nothing, but
Boop,
I,
boop.
you know, hello, I'm a I like to think that, people can hold me to a certain expectation, and I won't let them down, in a sense. Like, I'm not perfect by any means, but there's just a lot of stuff that I just don't do. And it's just out of the simple fact, just basic principles, that's just not stuff you do. It's not in my heart to do certain things. So, it's a lot of, no, yeah, no.
No, what?
Yeah, no. It's just, I don't participate in acts like that. But what was I even talking about?
Oh my God.
What was I saying?
So, like, I saw the post on Facebook about
Oh,
having the
yes.
strength and
So,
courage to like leave toxic
yes,
people. And I'm saying at 17, have you been in a situation where you have had to maybe stop talking to a family member
yes.
or telling a family member off? So at 17, what does that look like for you? Like, what was the situation?
That's where I was going with that. So, um, stop. So, friends, I have had like a lot of people in my past, who I have considered to be really, really like close friends of mine, and I take my friendship seriously. Like I really care a lot about my friends, especially about their feelings, because I don't think a lot of people value feelings, especially in friendships. I think like you only value people tend to only like put value on feelings in relationships and not really in friendships. I don't really know, but I had a lot of people that I considered to be like really close friends of mine just do some stuff that I'm just like, you gotta go. So that's just a quick, probably tell you about yourself, let you know where I feel like you did me wrong. And it don't have to be nasty, it don't have to be ugly. It's just a simple, here is X, Y, and Z, sis. Um,
Bruh.
A, B, and C, 1, 2, 3, and peace. And
Um,
that's just that on that. And we just gonna leave it like that. Probably unfollow, unsubscribe, all that kind of stuff, to what you got going on, just because I no longer have anything for you. You no longer have anything for me. We cannot, click together. I will not be in the same circle as you. You will not see me and I will not see you. So that's just how
that's kind of
we
the
handle
same
that.
thing. For me, I have had to disassociate, myself with some people. And I have to be honest and say that some of the things that I have gone through in my family has caused me to isolate, separate myself, and kind of go and make family outside of family. So, family to me is no longer, just bloodline. Family to me is who gets in, the grunt with you,
And who stays there through all of that?
who's
Like,
able to talk you down, who's able to do some encouraging, who's able to love on you, through some of your ugly times, through, some of your mistakes. Like, that's what family is to me. But that perspective is so different now because growing up, I felt like whether it was a cousin, uncle, aunt, there was a disparate mama, anybody. But I always felt like I needed to kiss and make up, and I had to be tolerant of these people, and I had to allow them in my spaces and, around me and stuff to keep that family tie, right? I have grown to learn that now that's not the case. I can address an issue. I can disassociate myself. I can cut myself off if I want. I get to do anything that I want that protects my peace, that protects my sanity. And the reason that some of this stuff just had to be a disassociation is because there were some traumatic events, that has happened to me, like molestation. So in that case, I don't feel the need to continue a relationship with a violator, and I had to grow to get to this point because as a kid growing up, these cousins and these people, like, they still come around, you still engage and interact with them, and subconsciously in my mind I'm thinking it's okay to be around these people. It's okay to still have a relationship and talk to them, but it's not. If that's something that I don't want to do, like, I don't have to do it, and that's okay too. So I think it's dope, that at 17 you can unsubscribe, You can disassociate yourself
Mhm.
and do, whatever you need to do for you at 17 to just kind of keep it pushing. I feel like life is hard enough. Um,
Right. And I have really taken on this whole kind of thing of, you know, if it takes all of that, like it's just not for me. And I don't know. I just don't feel like, of course things take hard work. That's not what I'm saying, but once stuff starts to get taxing, and
yeah.
it starts to get draining in a sense, and it starts to having a negative effect on you in any way, well, it's probably not good. So probably just want to let that go. So I
Yeah.
definitely, just I'm okay with um, just letting stuff go like that. 'Cause nobody has time to be unhappy. Life is way too short to.
When you are dealing with things, yourself, what are things that you use to pick yourself up? When you are sad, depressed, overloaded, overwhelmed, underwhelmed. Um,
Music.
music.
I love music. All kind of music.
But what does music do for you?
It just, I don't know, it makes me feel good. Sometimes like, people sing about stuff that I can relate to, and I just, I like beats to music too. So, just the feel good of the, I guess, the vibration of the music. Like I like music. So music helps a lot.
Anything else?
I like to go for walks. I like to be outside. Just sitting out, walking. I can walk for hours. Just clearing my head is stuff that just helps. I've always been like the kind to just be like, I'm gonna go outside and go walk. So just to be outside, walking around, it's calming. So outside and music helps a lot.
Um, I like music too. Um, I like to go outside and walk. I think I take music to another level. Like singing, is empowering and uplifting for me. It used to be gospel music, and now it's all genres. Um, so whether I'm feeling down, depressed, sad, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna put on something a little ratchet. I'm gonna put on something where I can, twerk. Um, but mhm. It's just about the moment,
Hmm.
It's getting myself, past this moment and being a person that can dance and, loving the arts. I may, craft. I may make jewelry. I may, just play in makeup and put on clothes and, take me some pictures and go outside. I do love to ground. I think it's important in this time that the world has stopped to just show people, just how important it is to relearn yourself, learn the things that make you happy, learn the things that can help you keep and maintain, your sanity. I say strengthen, your mental capacity, with reading as many books as you can during this time, really learning who you are and becoming acclimated to this person that you are becoming, this new person, this new soul, this rebirth of a person, because this is absolutely what's going on right now, and some people don't even realize it. Like, I understand that people are dying, from COVID-19, and I just try not to get so overly involved and overwhelmed with the hoopla of deaths and this whole epidemic, right? But during this time, I'm absolutely using it to my advantage to think of me, think of others, how I can help, how I can be of assistance, how I can love on myself, how, I can learn what makes me happy. I have to look and just say, has that changed? Have I changed? Has my laugh changed? Has the things that make me laugh changed? Has I become, someone different? So just absolutely embracing this time to get to know myself, love on myself, love on my daughter, who's about to go to school. Just having, these types of moments with her are priceless. I'll never get them back, right? She'll never be 17 again where we're sitting outside recording this video
with orange hair.
with an orange wig and purple hair. So I think it's important, to just cherish these moments, these times, and just, enjoy it. So is it anything, that you want to tell our viewers before we depart?
Love yourself first. Always love you first. Reach back, help somebody out, check on your people. You think about somebody, shoot them a text message. It's getting crazy out here. We gotta pick each other up, love on each other, stop fighting with one another. And if you gotta keep fighting, deuces.
I think my parting words would be just be open, to the unknown. And you don't know what you know, what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. But in that, be open to the process, be open to different people dropping nuggets, you looking at something on television and it resonating with you and it prompts you to be more aware or change. Be open to
and be okay with that. Be okay that you are changing and evolving and things are feeling different and things are starting to feel weird and stuff in your life is starting to happen and you've never had these kind of things happen before. Be okay with that kind of stuff. The universe works for the betterment of us, so just sit back and especially in this time, relax. Let those things take its course, let them happen, and just do the best you can to stay sane throughout the process and take care of yourself throughout the process, but trust the process. Like it's not gonna be difficult the entire time. It's not gonna be something that's gonna harm you in any way. There might be a lot of uncomfortable things happening, but
I
everything
think with
happens for a
that,
reason.
I think with that, we can also learn to feel our way through the process. So not overthinking things, but what does your gut tell you? What does your heart tell you? And move accordingly, right? That's a part of trusting the process. Does my, heart say this? Does my gut, what am I feeling? What am I thinking? What's conjuring up? And once you tap in, that's the divine, that's the universe, providing guidance and giving you introspect on where to go and how to move. So I absolutely thank you for tuning in, to our channel, my channel actually, but our mommy and daughter tea time. This has been just a time and a segment that I use to bond with the kiddo. She gets to hear me talk about some things that we may not, just always talk about at home. Or, I also get to see what she's going through, what she's feeling like, but in hopes that it could help, another mother, daughter, or another 17-year-old that's getting ready to go to college. So I hope that you guys are doing well. Reach out, comment below, let me know what you're thinking, how you're feeling out there, and in the next weeks to come, if it's something in particular that you would like for us to just kind of rap a taste about, comment below and we will absolutely get back to you with mommy and daughter tea time. All right, until next time, continue to elevate.
Pull on me, pull like weed, entice me. She my queen. Yeah. Oh.